Hello, and welcome to a Grim Oak Press unboxing for an anthology that I ordered, and then I forgot was shipping until it shipped. Because there's been so much going on these past few months. Not that it took a while. It didn't take a while by any means. This is Lost Worlds and Mythological Kingdoms, edited by John Joseph Adams. The trade edition actually came out last year, over a year ago, which is a fact I do not like, because when I ordered this, I was like, oh yeah, the trade was just a few months ago. And then I looked and I'm like, no, the trade edition was over a year ago, and I do not like that fact. But Grim Oak Press is really cool about waiting until the limited editions are further along before opening up ordering. So this was not available to purchase last year. So it just came out this year. It was probably like a month or two ago. He said, hey, we're coming down the pipeline here. Lost Worlds is on its way, and you can order a copy. And I said, you know what? I do want to order a copy because I am a sucker for Grim Oak Press. Nice little bonded leather. Not the fanciest out there in terms of, the leather materials, but it's better than the fake leather, better than the Eastern Press ones. But you're not going to get like the Suntup, like pure goat skin kind of situation. And that's kind of reflected in the price. This was a pricier one for Grim Oak, but it's still a very fine quality. It comes with a nice little slipcase matching leatherette or bonded leather. No gilded edges, but that's fine. The end papers are the trade dust jacket, which features all of the various authors on the world here. Very cool. And here be dragons. So anyways, this is signed by every one of the contributors, which is just absolutely fantastic. I got a matching 86, which matches a lot of my other Grim Oak Press editions. It's signed by the editor, John Joseph Adams, all the contributing artists. The only one who doesn't appear to have signed is Alan. I don't see Alan Morris's signature, the artist. But, it is what it is. Features, Jeffrey Ford. It features Shannon McGuire, Jonathan Mayberry, Kate Elliott, who I have only just started reading some Kate Elliott, and I have been blown away by what I've read. So I'm very excited to dive in. And within this novel, this anthology, you have, wow, look at all the stuff John Joseph Adams has edited. Wow. You have all these wonderful tales that are adventure tales, but they are science fiction fantasy adventure tales. So you're going to all these different worlds. Think your Arthur Conan Doyle Lost World. Think your Jules Verne taking you across many leagues. Carrie Vaughan, of course, who's been featured in many George R. R. Martin anthologies. Just lots of stories here. Urban marker, of course, so you can keep your place, so you yourself don't get lost within the stories. That's a big title. An account by Dr. Ing Kuhn of the Summer Expedition and its discoveries. Very nice. Going in the future. It takes place in 2050. I am very intrigued. Sean Speakman puts together a great anthology. Even though he didn't really put this one together, he just published this one. But Sean Speakman has done incredible anthologies through his Unfettered and Unbound anthologies. So when he gets together with Adams, such as this, and says, you know what, I will publish your anthology, I am all for it. Speaking of which, I think there are some more. The Unfettered 3 limited edition just came out. That's also available. Nice little bios on all the contributors in the end here as well. Like I said, the only thing that's missing is Alan Morris's signature, but that's not really illustrated per se by him as opposed to just the dust jacket. So I can understand him perhaps not signing the limited edition here. But if you do want some Alan Morris signatures, he has done the art for various other Grim Oak Press titles, and he has signed those. He's got a very fun signature. It looks very elvish. Elvish? I don't know. You tell me. Both sound absolutely correct. So this is still available. Like I said, it is pricier. One of the pricier anthologies from Grim Oak Press, but it's still a very nice quality. And I'll have to dive in and let you know how the stories are as well. But it is also one of the more limited of the Grim Oak Press titles. I think normally they do, 500 signed copies or 750 signed copies. Depends on the title. Only 250 of this particular one, which is why it's reflected that way in the price. But I mean, obviously, it's not necessarily as big of a name as Terry Brooks or Tad Williams or, those various bigger names. Naomi Novik, which those ones typically sell a little better. But I mean, you are getting a ton of signatures and a beautiful production for your cost. So I think it's worth it. But sound off in the comments if you're like, well, I'll wait for it to be on sale. But it might be sold out by the time it's on sale. So, if you want one that is on sale, I know the Street Freaks by Terry Brooks, there are still limited editions of that are on sale. Or the Unremembered by Peter Arulian, which I've heard great things about. And it's one of the earliest Grim Oak Press titles. And I think it was not even like 1,000 copies. I think it was only 500 copies. And it's just still hanging on there. You can get it for like $30. It's bonded leather. Beautiful book. Beautiful production. It's just a damn shame that it's still hanging around. And people asked in the Grim Oak community, they're like, hey, you going to do the other Peter Arulian titles? And I mean, I am not Sean Speakman. I cannot speak on Sean Speakman's behalf. But I chuckle every time I see somebody request that. It doesn't happen too often. Because if it happened that often, it would be a sold-out title. But I chuckle at that because I'm like, well, it's been hanging out there for about 8 years now as the first title. So I don't think he's going to publish the second title because the first one is still available on the storefront. Which is a shame. You should definitely check it out. You can get a very beautiful signed limited edition for $30 with bonded leather. It's got a map on the inside. Like, go buy that. Sell that thing out. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please check out Grim Oak Press. You can get nice editions such as this for yourself. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you around next time.